Hello, and welcome to another episode of the You Are Not Alone podcast. My name is Debbie Gold, and I'm here with my co-host and son, Greg. And we are so glad that you're here with us. Each week on this show, we will talk about informative issues that will make you think and help you grow. It is our wish that you will find hope, encouragement, and a little bit of Jesus in every episode. Hey guys, we are back. It's Greg and Debbie, and just want you to know, I think it's been a month, Greg, since we've released a podcast.
Yeah, about that time, I'd say a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've had a fun summer. We didn't abandon you all. We are here for you because you are not alone. And we just needed a break, and we took some time off in August to go adventure and to beat the heat in Texas. Mm-hmm. Oh my.
Yeah, hot summer. That's for sure. I don't know. Do you want me to start, or do you want?
Yeah, share what you did. I know you had an amazing guy trip.
Yeah. So it was actually me and my buddy Nathaniel, who I was doing landscaping with this summer. We planned this trip kind of in advance. We were like, hey, at the end of the summer, I want to have like a really cool trip to like go to Colorado.
But how did you pick Colorado?
Him and his family have been to South Fork before.
Okay.
And I was like, that sounds awesome. I've been to Telluride, I've been to Copper Mountain with my dad, and every single time.
And me, the family.
Family, yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. And all of us, I remember being memorable for all of us. Every single time was a new experience, and I still remember, getting hot chocolate at Copper Mountain and stuff with my dad at like 7 or 8 and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, let's go back to Colorado, treat ourselves a little bit.
One thing I remember about Copper Mountain, we went there with good friends, Dad and his son, the Atwoods.
Yeah,
and
Zach, yeah.
You guys got cans of chicken noodle soup. Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, and that was like turned into a little bit of a staple for y'all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that I don't remember that part.
That was
did we just start devouring
yeah,
chicken noodle soup
when you go to those little shops, there's like on the ski premises.
Yeah. It was like
the little groceries. Yeah, it's like you're kind of limited, right?
Yeah.
But I thought that was just kind of the best thing. It was like, oh, that reminds me of growing up, because we did grow up on Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
It's so good.
Chicken with stars and all that stuff.
The cream chicken and stuff like that. Yeah, it's so good.
Anyway, diversion. Sorry.
No, thank you. I don't remember that part. That was fun. But yeah, Colorado, South Fork. So we finished up our last landscaping job, and actually Nathaniel, he got us a job. What was it, like 2 days right before we left Colorado? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was that tree. We were cutting a bunch of hedges and stuff, trimming and stuff. And I was kind of worried because I was like, oh, we're gonna, be doing landscaping and then immediately go to Colorado. So I was kind of stressing about that, but it actually went well because the lady paid us more than, we thought we were going to get paid because she was such a sweetheart. So
and she was really happy with your work.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember you said that, and I was like, wow, what a blessing.
Yeah, so we had more spending money and stuff too.
Yeah.
Because it kind of worked out. And then we start getting ready for South Fork and stuff. And I looked up South Fork on the internet one time, and I just saw mountains and stuff. And I was like, oh, we're actually going camping in the middle of nowhere. And I thought it was going to be, because I haven't been to Colorado in so long, I thought it was going to be like dark cedar trees all over.
Kind of like here?
Yeah, because I'm so used to Texas. Oh my gosh. And we start, driving.
Well, okay, so you guys camped. I thought you guys were nuts. Like taking tents and
it's the way
hammocks.
To do it. It's the way to do it.
And I was like, I don't know how this is even going to work out. And
it was the greatest.
I know. Well, I know because I've heard the story, after you got home. But at first I was like, wow, you've gone to ski resorts. We've been in Telluride, beautiful properties and with friends and okay, he's going camping in Colorado. All right.
Yeah. So we made it like a 2-night drive because it's like a 12-hour drive normally, or 11.
I think it's longer.
No, it's about 12.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about 12.
Okay.
And we were in an 80 series Land Cruiser, the diesel one, with a dirt bike and like 2,000 extra pounds in the back. So it took us 16 hours to get to South Fork, but we stopped halfway. And was it Lubbock? Yeah, it was Lubbock. And Nathaniel's dad rented us this a beautiful hotel for the night and stuff. We got there at 5 o'clock in the morning. People are coming out of their rooms to get breakfast, and we're coming in to sleep. The guy at the front desk was like, "What are y'all doing?" We're like, "We need a room." He's like, "Y'all are 4 hours late." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, the funny thing was, you guys decided to leave that Wednesday night, instead of Thursday morning, because there was no AC in the Land Cruiser.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
You guys wanted to take off at night.
It was so
and that was
nice,
a whole last minute thing too.
It was, it was stressful, but it was so nice because you could just crack the window and we really didn't get out of Texas that night, but going through New Mexico and then feeling it come through, that was pretty cool too. Like the AC and the cold air and stuff like that, because you felt the temperature change.
And just for our listeners who don't live in Texas, this year has been brutal.
Oh my gosh.
And
105, 106.
July, August, just constant, over 100.
Just brutal.
Yeah. And everyone is about done.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We were doing landscaping in that weather too, so we were, hecka sick of this stuff. We were just, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah.
So we started to get up to South Fork, and we got up to our first campsite. That was the sand dunes. Yeah. The sand dunes were so big. Oh my gosh.
And this is like a national park, right?
Yeah.
Sand Dunes National Park.
Yeah, National Forest or something like that. Yeah. And we got to our campsite and stuff. We set up for that one night, and then, we at 11 o'clock or something, we go out, and then we just start walking the sand dunes at 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, and there's still people out there and stuff. So,
oh man,
you can just see little lights super high up, and you're like, are those towers? No, those are people.
Those are homes.
800. No, those are people. 800 feet on the sand dunes
with their little flashlights. So did your feet sink in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then you get up on the side of the sand dunes, you climb up, and then it'd be like a drop off, and me and Nathaniel in Hampton, we just start running, jumping, and you literally fly 20 to 15 feet. Because it was such a drop off, right?
How fun is that?
It was like Superman or something like that. I can't describe it, but it was
sand
so
in your
cool.
underwear.
No, actually, if you fell, then yeah, but you just have to be careful with it. So,
that's awesome, and the weather was.
Oh my god!
Talk about
beautiful. 50 degrees at night, 48 degrees at 3 a.m., and then 70s most of the entire day.
Wow.
At the peak, it was probably 74, 75, but mornings were 66, 67. There was morning dew on the leaves and stuff, clouds and stuff, cold air. It was just nothing like I've ever seen before. So
I know, you sent some amazing pictures.
Yeah, I know, of the views and stuff. We set up the hammocks and stuff at the first campsite. And we were just in awe, so.
Talk about the people there. How are they?
Friendliest people I've ever met.
Really?
Oh my gosh. We were helping since so we were in the sand dunes, and some parts of the sand dunes, it's a really long trek to get in there through a car.
With a car.
Yeah. Or you need something with four-wheel drive or off-road tires or something sometimes, because the sand gets really loose and you'll just sink basically.
Yeah, that makes
weight.
sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we were pulling park rangers out, the actual National Guard Force park rangers.
Yeah.
So we were pulling them out, and they were checking out the car and stuff. They were like, "Oh, look at this dirt bike."
Well, talk about Nathaniel's vehicle, because it's pretty remarkable.
So it's a Japanese Land Cruiser. It's a Toyota Land Cruiser from 1991. Yeah. And it's right-hand drive. He imported it from Japan. And most of the Colorado, state troopers and cops and stuff, they either have, ATVs or dirt bikes, and they ride themselves because, you live in that, beautiful God's country. You're just going to want to be outside. Mm-hmm. So they understood the cars, and they got, off-roading rigs, and they were just checking out the car. They were in love with the bike and stuff. We were like, yo, where's the best spots to ride and stuff? And they were just helping us out. It's everyone was just your friend, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You came up to them and they just help you out. So we talked to this old couple at this hot dog stand one day. They had a little, I don't know if it was a Boston Terrier or
a little tiny dog.
Yeah, a little tiny dog. And
that's too cute.
They were taking a little camping trip or something. I think they had an RV. They were a sweet old couple. And they're, oh, have fun fishing today, y'all. Stuff like that. But yeah, everyone was just so homey and so, really, this is sweet there, I'd say. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like you're going to a different world because everyone just feels happier. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe it, but
There is, Colorado, it does have something very, very special that a lot of places don't.
I mean, the views are just breathtaking and stuff, and you also realize, like, you're a bug. You get up to some of those peaks out there, and you're like, whoa. Like, I'm so tiny compared to some of these cliffs and the rocks.
So
and stuff.
massive.
They're so big in comparison.
Yeah.
It was just, I'm just going through the photos right now and trying to get my thoughts, but,
yeah.
I remember we spent one day in the Land Cruiser. We were trying to find this ghost town, or not. It was originally let's go to the mountain peak and stuff. Let's get some food out. Let's get like hot dogs going and stuff like that. And we started driving up this like mountain peak, and it took us like 4 hours later or something like that. But we never found the actual peak. But it was just really rocky, bumpy terrain and stuff. But it was beautiful going through there. But we start going back down, and we're like gonna go back to the campsite or something, and we just take a right. Boom, we find the peak all of a sudden by accident, and we find cell phone towers, those long, high cell phone towers, and each of them had a ladder on them too. So that means that you could get up on the cell phone towers, and you could actually climb up to the ladder. I climbed out about 45 to 50 feet, and then I think. I know Nathaniel has a killer view of it, too, because he was actually on the ladder, like, hanging off with the phone.
Oh, no way.
But the view was just, you could see, it looked like half of Colorado. I was like, oh my god. Like, it was just ridiculous. I was like, how can you see, like, this far out just from here? And how are not more people up here just in awe? Because it was breathtaking, for sure.
Yeah.
So, it was crazy.
It was, You can't take those visions out of your mind,
No, you really
They're just so beautiful.
They're so beautiful. Just the cold air was so nice, too. It was so refreshing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. The sky's so blue.
It's so
The clouds
blue.
are so white.
The trout tasted so good.
Yeah, you guys fished and cooked your fish.
Yeah, we caught some trout, some rainbow trout. That was awesome. I've never had rainbow trout before, and it didn't taste like fish. I was like, whoa. Like, it was just...
Didn't have that fishy taste.
No. He cleaned it and stuff like that, and then he wrapped it in tinfoil and then threw it on the fire. And the juices, he put some butter on there, and the juices marinated and stuff.
Ooh.
You dip the trout in like the butter and stuff, the melted butter, and just, it was so good.
Yeah.
And our food... we were pretty smart with our food. We went to the Dollar Tree every night, and we got like steaks for like $3 or $4. Everything was really cheap there too. It was weird.
It's like usually everything's under what, $5 or something?
I mean,
is it the Dollar Tree or?
I mean, most steaks here are like $6-7, something like that. So I was like getting pretty good sized steaks for pretty cheap too and stuff. And just we were cooking them around the fire at night and stuff, and it was just so cool.
Nice.
So it was the way to do it. So, camping was fun, stuff like that. So it was awesome. Yeah, there's the cell phone tower view right there.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what a blessing from God that you got to go do that this year.
Oh, absolutely. It was
very fortunate.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to do something. I'm trying to convince my parents to move to Colorado, like Alamosa, Pagosa Springs. So if anyone's in Colorado listening, send us an email on why we should come here.
Yes.
So,
what's our email address? You are not alone. We have a new one now.
Yeah, we definitely
We're up.
do.
We're moving on up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you are not alone, and that's because of our supporters. You are not alone at DebbieandGregGold.com.
That's right. So, and then, getting back from Colorado, I didn't want to leave. It was so tough because, I mean, I love that place so much. And then I get back home, so they go, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, talk about the trip. And then they took off. So.
We did.
Yeah.
We left y'all.
No, y'all had a little adventure of y'all own.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
We decided we were going to take a road trip. Dad, we have not done a road trip since before we started a family.
Really?
Yes, and then we went to Colorado.
No way.
We went to New Mexico and Colorado. 10-day road trip. We just hit...
Was that the Pagosa Springs one?
Yes.
No way.
Yes.
That's cool.
And these cute little towns that you stop in, there's no plan. You just get in the car and you go.
You feel
and
so
good.
Although
we didn't camp, we stayed in hotels. But anyway, or maybe motels. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. But no, it was like get in the car and go. And it's like it took 8 hours just to get out of Texas. Right.
Yeah, it's so...
to New
Texas
Mexico.
Is so big.
Because we went straight across.
Yeah, Texas
we wanted to hit
so freaking big. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, that's that. Yeah. But so we decided we were going to go east this time. And we wanted to go to Arkansas and check out Arkansas. You know, it's close. It's 8-9 hours. And we've been kind of thinking about a family home somewhere, vacation home.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, let's go check out Arkansas and see what's going on over there. And, we were gone, I guess, 6 days.
Was it 6? Yeah. I think it was.
6 we left a Friday, came back, Wednesday night. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
So anyway, but we went up to Fort Smith, which is right, kind of like Fort Smith is Arkansas, but it's right at the middle. So you got everything above. Half of the state is above that point, and then half is below. So we went north because we wanted to check out some of the towns up that way. And then there's the University of Arkansas is up that way.
The Razorbacks.
Right, the Razorbacks. Yeah. So we ended up actually having lunch there in town at this great little deli place. And it was so packed. It was sorority... What do they call it?
Sorority or Rush Week or something.
Like that. Where the girls get
all the girls
come in, and then the other ones, the sorority girls, wish them well and do all this stuff. I forget what.
Yeah, they're rushing.
Yeah. So that was kind of going on, and that was exciting.
Wait, y'all went to the restaurant while an actual sorority was rushing?
Well, no, they weren't there.
Say, how do y'all
but
get
all
seats?
The parents are there, and all the the place was hopping. No, it was hopping. We didn't know any of that was going on, so we just rolled into town because we wanted to check it out, and it's beautiful. So, and then we went up toward Bentonville. Yeah, that's Uncle Alan.
Did he work
Dad's
there?
brother. Yeah, he worked for he was a buyer for Walmart, and that's where Walmart headquarters is.
Okay. I remember him talking about that a long time
You
ago.
were there. You probably don't remember.
It sounds...
We toured the Mr. Walmart, whatever.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forget.
Wait, oh my god.
We toured his museum.
Oh, it's kind of coming back to me. It's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a long, long time ago.
But we didn't do that there. We ended up getting a hotel because we were just kind of cruising around. We were looking for hiking spots, which they're everywhere. Looking at the lakes, they're everywhere. It's beautiful. It's very, very hilly. Not mountainous, very hilly.
Yeah, okay.
But one of the things that was special about this trip, we did not have a bad meal anywhere.
Really?
Even at Taco Bell.
Y'all went to Taco Bell?
We did go to Taco Bell on the way home.
All right.
But we went to sushi that night because I was like, Dad, you want to do sushi? Because he loves sushi, right? And I like it. And he goes, yeah. And I said, you pick a place. So he did, and it was the craziest, best sushi we've ever had.
Really?
It was so good.
Describe it. Like, what was special about it?
It just everything was fresh. It tasted so good.
Yeah.
The food, it was just a lot. Well, Dad, he loves sushi. I think our bill was like $80, and he probably ordered $50 worth of sushi himself.
Oh, wow.
And I had mine and a beer. So mine was the 30 and his was the 50. But that's all food. He doesn't drink the beer,
Yeah. No, my dad can down some sushi. So.
Oh my gosh, the guy's crazy.
I know, yeah.
But but really everywhere we went was amazing. Is it Brahms Hamburgers? It's like an ice cream place.
Ooh.
It's Texas, and it's also Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
We don't have them here in this area,
really?
But we saw one up by Dallas when we were driving out. And finally, at some point, I guess we were in Arkansas. I said, let's just stop at a Brahms and see what it's all about.
Yeah, try it out.
So they have ice cream. A section, and then they have like hamburgers and all that you can order, French fries, and they also have a little market where you can get your basics like milk and cheese.
Oh, no way!
Yeah,
that's
just
cool.
Fun chips and bread, and
I like that.
It's a small little section for that. Kind of reminded me of our VJs here.
Oh,
yeah, our little neighborhood grocery place that went out of business. But anyway, the hamburgers were amazing, and the fries were those cut.
Were they curly ones or crinkle?
Crinkle cuts.
Oh,
crinkle cut. Anyway,
kind of old-fashioned-y.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the best.
That's awesome. I feel like a custard there would have been really good. That would have been like a good place for a custard because they do ice cream and burgers, you know?
Right.
So.
And then one of the other places we ate at was a pizza place. It was called the Grateful Head, not Grateful Dead.
Way.
Yeah. When you go in there, and they only have a couple locations in Arkansas.
Is it like a Grateful Dead music?
Yeah.
No
You should see the walls.
Really?
Yeah, they're all these like posters of their concerts, and you know, totally up our alley, right?
That's cool.
But their pizza was just amazing, over the top good. I mean, just everywhere. We had tacos one day,
really,
at a kind of a upscale taco place.
Yeah.
I mean, we just couldn't, you know, we just could not. Yeah, it was so good. Anyway, so we did some hiking.
Oh yeah.
We did a lot of driving around, and we did some trying to figure out, would we want to have a place here or would we not?
Yeah. So
we did that for a good part of the trip. Well, then we decided, let's go down to Hot Springs because I wanted to do one of the old.
That's cool.
Thermal hot springs baths, and they have in Hot Springs they have a row of bathhouses, and there's I believe there are 7 or 9. I can't remember which one, but there's 2 that still actually do that service.
Yeah.
And it's still all the old stuff, the old tubs, the old equipment, the old, it's just really crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah. But it was like the best thing. You drink this spring water, and they give you that while you're doing all your treatments. So you sit in, so I sat into a bathtub for about 15 minutes, and it was hot water. And then she gave me a little tiny cup of water, and she put another one on the side of the tub, like right on the rounded edge of it.
Yeah.
Because these are those old bathtubs that are really rounded, and I took she goes, just sip on this, and so I took a sip, and I go, this is hot water, and she goes, well, I mean, very warm.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And
she goes, well, that's to start warming up your internal body temperature. So that it kind of matches with the tub or something, the water that's in the tub. And then she goes, just sip on this. And then here's another cup. You can sip on that one when you get done with the first one. And so then after that, we get out and they wrap you in these sheets, right? And so then I go over to another area where you sit in, you just kind of plunk down into the seat. And I'm trying to think what it reminds me of, but anyway, you're kind of wrapped in your sheet, but you kind of pull it up because you're sitting in the water, because you get in water, and it's supposed to be good for your hips and your hips and stuff, and all that area.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in there. I kind of feel weird, you know, and and then you go to lay on a table where they wrap hot towels around your legs and over your face and over your arms.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I know. Everything was just so relaxing, and then you're getting cold mineral water.
Ooh.
This water is just magical.
Yeah.
It cleans up your skin so beautifully. It takes away eczema, psoriasis, you know, people have stuff like that, itchy skin.
Yeah.
It is so healing.
Yeah, I bet. It sounds like it.
And I just felt so
calmed, probably.
Calm.
Yeah.
I went back to the hotel room. Well, I did a little shopping after I got done, but I went back to the hotel room, and then I just kind of laid on the bed and watched TV and just dozed off. Yeah, I was so relaxed. Yeah. It was so good.
That's awesome.
And I did get a little massage. Dad couldn't get one because he was with the guy's side. They had some of their massage masseuses, I guess.
Yeah.
Had some injuries and they couldn't offer that service. So yeah, but that is definitely a girls' trip. In fact, it's a trip for anybody, but
yeah,
I told I went to the dentist when I got back because I broke a tooth off on our trip.
Yeah.
And I went to the dentist, and I was telling the receptionist, and she's like, oh my gosh, that is such a girl's trip, you know. And they have these in Hot Springs. It's a really old town, and it's all the old stores and fun stores. I love that stuff, the shopping stuff. Yes, I know you do. And actually in Hot Springs, in that area, it was so much more green and even more big and hilly. It was really pretty. That would be a really good area to look for a place, a family place, yeah. But really the lakes there, the mountain biking you can do, the hiking you can do.
I bet it's crazy.
Amazingly incredible. You could never get bored, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing trip. It was so good to get away. But the only issue about that was, so it's, 100 here in Austin or in Texas.
100,
and
106.
we go to Arkansas. It's the same.
Really?
It was still the same.
No
It's this
way.
major heat wave going across the south, and it was there too. And
Dang.
so we didn't get to do as much hiking as we really wanted to, but we
Still
made the
cool.
best of it
Yeah.
for sure. And just relaxed. It was so good.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I highly recommend Hot Springs, Arkansas. I highly recommend Colorado, South Fork, and what's the name of that other town where
Alamosa. Pagosa Springs.
Yes, and the Sand Dunes National Park, whatever it's
National
called.
Forest. That place is crazy.
I didn't see. Well, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, good
summer trips.
Good
for both
summer
of us,
trips,
for our
yeah.
family.
So we're getting back on track with our podcasting. We are excited about it. And I did this amazing screen detox, I call it. I'd love to talk about that next time if we can.
Yeah, for sure.
It has changed my world.
Yeah, you got
And
it.
I'm about 3-4 weeks into it. So
Yeah, you gotta let them know about it.
yeah,
so.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, we appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. Make sure to share us with people and follow us. Have anything else to say?
I don't think so. Thank you, Jesus, for this episode. And remember,
for sure.
You
You
are not
alone.
There you go.
All right.